everybody. It's me, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Happy Sunday. Happy day 4 of Vogue Knitting Live. And it is a beautiful day here in Niantic, Connecticut, where we are coming to you live from our home studio and welcoming all our fans and our virtual Vogue knitting fans. Thank you so much for joining us here on Facebook. For those of you who are, who you can't hear me? Oh, Paul's trying to help me when I already know what I want to say. For those of you who would like to have closed caption, just lower the volume on your laptop or device, whatever it is you're listening on. With Facebook, it's that simple. As you lower your volume, the closed caption comes up. So thank you for joining us today. And for our Vogue knitting friends, we have a discount code for you. We are offering you free shipping on your orders over $50 in the US with the code VKLive, VKLive. And if all one word, if you're outside the US, then you will get free shipping on your order. You will get $10 reimbursed on your shipping. And these are for orders over $50. So VK Live gets you free shipping on orders over $50 in the US and $10 off your shipping if you are an international buyer, because we do have lots of international fans and we are very happy to work with all of you. So we have a very interactive show. We'd love to hear your comments. We'd like to know where you're from, who you are, and what you would like to learn more about here on Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So, Paul, let's start off by welcoming the folks who are with us today.
All right. Starting us off is Leslie Welsh Flaherty saying hello. And a Wonder Boy sighting. Bryce Wonders is in the house, says hello. Greta Jane says hi. Oriana Christina Bruno. Hello. Actually, everybody's saying hello.
Hello, 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 hello.
Kim Singer Barone. Oriana Christina Bruno. Then nothing came through on that one. Lorraine Schiller, good Sunday afternoon. Jackie Vandenberg shared. And Jackie Vandenberg said, cool Cowlette shirt.
Oh,
Patricia Espejo, hi there on a sunny Sunday.
Yes, well, thank you, everyone, and we welcome you. Bryce Wonders, it's great to have you on. I hope you had a fantastic weekend at the Fiber Festival in New Jersey. And you may not know, but you were the winner yesterday from our sharing bucket. So you'll be getting a prize from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. Thank you so much for being a fan. And we are a fan of yours as well. And all of you, if you're new, be sure to let us know where you're from, because I'm seeing some familiar names. We'd love to know who is new joining us.
Bryce Wonder says, I'm at the Fiber Fest in New Jersey today. Great weather. Hey, Bryce, what exit? Greta Jane shared. Phyllis Smebby was watching in Minnesota Vikings. They're not doing good, so watch you instead. You know what?
Nice to know I'm second choice to the Minnesota Vikings.
Listen, one thing you can be assured of is the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl will never fumble that ball of yarn.
Oh, aren't you cute?
Gloria Hamilthy says hello, and Greta Jane says, is that the Alaris pattern you're wearing?
It is, and I thought I would wear this today because it's a beautiful day to wear something like this. This top is just so versatile. It is the Alaris lace top, and it's ILARIS on our website, which is KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. Not nitty gritty, not nitty gritty yarn, KnittyGrittyYarnGirl.com. And so that's where you'll find all the things that we're talking about today.
Bryce Wonder says, yay.
And
wow,
a variety more of things that we're not talking about today, because what we're bringing you is a touch of our yarn shop studio. We function our business out of a 25-foot minibus that will be at the Kings County Fiber Festival on October 9th. And it just wanders around. Doesn't wander. That sounds like a silly word to say. It goes wherever we are hired or wherever we join. So you can book the bus for a gathering of friends at your home.
Hashtag book the bus.
Or you can come to one of our retreats and fiber festivals that we participate in. We do host retreats. We've got one coming up November 12th to the 14th. And by the way, we got 3 more registrations yesterday. Yay, yay, yay. Marilyn Bressler, if you are listening, thank you so much for telling your friends about the November retreat. So that's just a little bit about who we are and what we do. And I thought that today we would take a little time and talk about some Noro yarns. We've been kind of jumping around this weekend, sharing tidbits of a bunch of different things on our Vogue knitting shows. But I thought today we'd focus a little more on one thing, which is Noro. Noro is such a timeless brand, and one of the things that I saw today, when I discovered when I was looking for a pattern for something that we have here, was that the nostalgic Noro is as beautiful as the new Noro. And whether a yarn is discontinued and a new yarn is brought in to replace that yarn with the same, different fiber content, maybe similar in stitch count and gauge and things like that. There are so many projects that are interchangeable and so many beautiful things that Noro has that I wanted to bring you a touch of what we have here in our shop. So we're going to, I'll get you in 1 second, Paul. So what we're going to do is kind of give you a taste of spring, summer, fall, winter. The new fall, winter yarns and patterns aren't, garments aren't in yet, but you'll get to see an idea of what we carry here because we have lots of Noro and we do love sharing that with our fans. So Paul, I'm sorry. You have
All right. Marianne Murray Summers, great day for knitting stuff. And Lorraine Schiller says to Bryce, where in New Jersey is this festival? Linda Newcomb, hello from Michigan. And Leslie Welsh Flaherty is sharing our links. Awesome. Thank you. Patricia Espejo says, lovely top.
Thank you. I love this Solaris cheek. Look how pretty. Before we get into the others, I love the little lace design in the front.
Why don't you do the ballet twirl thing?
I do the ballet twirl. The back has the lace going up the back as well. Has a little lace going up the side. Really very pretty. And it is front back. So you're sewing. You've got a side seam there. And the cowl is knitted separately. The lace cowl is knitted separately and then sewn on. So really pretty. And I added a couple of extra rows to the sleeve because I wanted it to come just a little bit further on my shoulder. So you'll find that on our website. And this is knitted with, brain freeze.
Please stand by. Don't change that dial. The Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl will be right back. Oh, there she is.
Knitted with Chi-Chi. And this is Chi-Chi is a Mirasol yarn. And it's an alpaca linen, viscose from bamboo and micro tweed blend. And I love the little tweedy effect. And all the colors have that great little tweed running through it. This is a DK weight yarn. So, if you love the tea, but you want to try it in a different yarn, you can certainly do that. As a matter of fact, while we're talking about Noro and DK weights, a great yarn, I'm gonna guess that this can probably be interchanged very easily. God bless you. And this is Kakigori. Kakigori was a new summer yarn this year from Noro. Love the texture on this. This is a beautiful, beautiful yarn. And this one is a cotton silk viscose and polyamide. Very, very, similar. It's got a little more cotton in it. This has the alpaca. So it's a little bit heavier. And this is a more of and they're both summer yarns, but the fiber content's just a little different. But I'm going to guess that you could use one in place of the other if you wanted to.
And we have a location update for Bryce Wonders. For those that want to seek him out, he is in Lambertville, New Jersey. And Jeannie McLean says, happy Sunday. Kelly Kohlhofer, Chi-Chi.
Yes, Kelly. That is, I believe, Kelly, I think you knitted the same top in a different color. I seem to remember. So holding Kakigori in my hand, I'm going to take you over to the Lemon Drop Poncho Tee. That was super, super popular this summer. This was from Noro Magazine 18, and it's knitted with 2 colors. I believe you need 1 ball of each for most of the sizes. And there are a variety of combinations of colors. What we did on our website for this is, rather than create kits with specific colors in them, what we suggest you do is choose the size that you want, and then let us know which colors, because we gave you the color chart. So if you say you want colors 3 and 7, we'll give you 3 and 7. So just sort of show you a couple of different combinations that work really nicely with that for this particular top. We've had some great successes with folks ordering colors for this, and this was one of the combinations that was very popular. So you can, whether you want, whichever you want on the top or the bottom, they both work. They work lovely together. You can also take this yellow and you can put the yellow and the blue together, because you can see the yellow flecks in there. And that was here. Oh yeah, here's a purple. This purple.
Ooh, we have some purple fans, don't we?
I know. This purple and the pink work really pretty together. So that's, just the way that you can see how the Noro one pattern can be done in so many different color combinations. Here's another great one if you like that, a nice strong contrast. So that's the Lemon Drop Tee. And I do believe, I have to check to be sure that that the pattern is, I believe the pattern is part of the magazine. I don't know if the magazine has released the pattern separately yet. If that's how it works, you'll also get a copy of the magazine, and the price of the kit includes the magazine in it. So it's not like you're paying more because you're getting the magazine. It's, you're not getting the magazine as an extra. It's all in the price of the kit. If you have the magazine and you just want to order the yarn, you can order the kit, and in your notes, just let me know that you don't need the pattern, and we will deduct that for you. Or you can give me a call and we can place the order direct. And when you do that, we can, we'll get your color combination. We'll take off the cost of the book, and you'll be good to go. Yes, Paul.
All right, Linda Newcomb, I'm using that yarn in yellow, knitting the poncho in the same Noro magazine. Love it.
Oh, cool. That's great.
Phyllis Smebby, I know you are still talking summer colors, but will you get only rust color yarn?
Will I get only rust color yarn? I'm not sure.
Oh, any. I'm sorry, that's me. Will you get any rust color yarn? Yeah, that would be more like fall.
Yes, exactly. And sure, we're going to be going into I'll show you some fall things too, but Sweeto has some lovely rust color. So I can pull, I don't know if you would consider that rust, because that's one of the colors that I would consider a rust.
I would.
Yeah, I think that's a rust. That's this is Sweeto. Sweeto is a bulky weight yarn.
Bulky, like the camera guy.
And I'm just gonna call it a fat yarn from now on. And maybe
not
you won't
like
see.
The camera yarn. Bulky, yes. Fat.
We can call it chunky.
Yeah, maybe. It's like yesterday when we went out to dinner, I was asking for black cherry flavor, and he said, "We don't have that, but we have this diet and we have that diet." I said, "Hey, what are you trying to tell me?"
This is another pretty yarn that's got rust colors in it. This is Tsubame, one of my I love the soft yarns as well as the traditional
Knitting
yarns.
Fever and Euro yarns, late to the party. Patterns from Noro Magazine, issue 18 are available for individual digital purchase now.
Well,
In parentheses,
thank you.
lemon drop poncho.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you prefer not the magazine and you just want the pattern, we can do that for you as well. I started to say before, if you want to customize anything, whether it's colors, you want the magazine with it, you don't want the magazine with it, call me. I'm really always happy to help you and available whenever if I'm awake, I pretty much can help. It's after 9 o'clock at night, you're probably not going to get me. You'd have to get Paul then, because he's the one who stays up late.
Oh yeah, I work late into the night.
But he doesn't answer questions.
Santa's elves have nothing on me. And
So,
Facebook user enjoying the last of peak of fall, heat and humidity returning this week. Facebook user, please identify yourself.
so I started to say that if you need help with something, you can call, and let me give you the number to reach us. That's 203-856-6755. 203-856-6755. For some reason, my husband thinks that when I give out our phone number, the camera needs to be really close to my face, and I don't agree with him. So, but we have a good time here. So yes, we'll be getting some rust colors in. There's also another yarn that's coming. Noro has 3 new yarns, and they are not available yet. We are taking pre-orders. They are Hanui, Haunui, Viola, Viola, and Madara, Madara, and I spell them all for you because they are all on our websites. The colors are on our website, and you can pre-order them now. So if you see something and you'd like to order them, my suggestion is that you get them in the queue so that you can have that, because once they sell out, then we've got to do reorders again. So I strongly recommend getting your order in the queue. Yes.
Facebook user has been identified as our friend Carolyn Noller from Virginia, who says, and this bears repeating, personalized customer service is their specialty. Personalized customer service is their specialty.
All right, let me
Thank
see
you,
something.
Carolyn.
There's another great yarn by Noro. We're talking about winter colors. And that's Bachi. And that was one of the reasons why I was searching on the website today. I was looking for some new patterns with Bachi. And I did find a couple, and I can't wait to get one knitted. I'm looking for rusty colors in here. This has got some pinks and rusts in it. Isn't that pretty? So Bachi is a bulky weight yarn, like the cameraman.
Bulky, like the camera guy.
So let me show you an example of a Bachi pattern. So this is the Enigma sweater that I knitted last year using Bachi. And I just love the way this came. This is like one of those toasty sweaters.
Bachi, yes.
Bachi is a 100% wool, very much like Ito. You've seen us with our Ito night shift shawl. And that was a great shawl for a great yarn for that shawl. Bachi would also be doable for the night shift shawl. Would even be just a little bit heavier because you can see that fiber content, the thickness of the yarn here. So great. This is a great winter yarn if you like that really, really toasty warmth of Noro's woolens. So this is the Enigma sweater, and that's on our website. And another great combination, which is what I was looking for today, and I found it, a combination using Bachi, and let me see if I can find one of the, and I have all these colors, and the corresponding colors. Let me see if I can find color 8 here.
Juanita Crane, your top is lovely.
Thank you, Juanita.
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns. Yes, that looks like Ilaris. She has kits. Someone dropped a link in the comments. Thank you. I think that was Leslie Welsh Flaherty.
Oh, maybe this one.
We really appreciate all our fans.
I'm trying to find, and I should have had this ready. Okay. is how the colors work together. Every every color of bachi has a corresponding color of kanzashi. So they work together and you can mix them together in patterns. And I found a great pattern that mixes the two together. And right now I'm just having a hard time finding two balls of the same color. So I am going to be creating this great new pattern for there you go, the eyelet wrap. So this eyelet wrap uses a combination of bachi and then the kanzashi, but you're using the same color. Now, some folks like to break it off and use a different color for the kanzashi, but I'm thinking I'm going to do mine in tone on tone. So it'll be monochromatic. Everything will be exactly the same, using the two different yarns. So that would be, keep an eye out for that on our website. This is called the Eyelet Wrap by Noro. So it's really interesting patterns that I found when I went on the website looking for some looking for this pattern. But aren't these cute? Yet sock lovers out there, how cute are these socks? How cute is that? So those are rainbow knee highs, and this is Silk Garden sock. So Silk Garden sock is right here. Let me grab some colors of that. Look at that. Aren't these fun? Can you imagine having those socks? And I love the little tops on them. And this is what I mean when I say Noro is, it's nostalgic Noro. It's like timeless. So let's see, you need 3 hanks, 3 skeins of Silk Garden sock for this sock pattern, to make these pair of socks. And I'm thinking, you want those, Paul? I said I'd make socks for you.
Maybe not that exact design.
Right? I think those would be cute going up your legs like that.
I'm more of a traditional.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Speaking of traditions, this is another of the coming out of summer, but this is a great, this is the Tangerine Wrap. And this is knitted with one of the summer yarns from Noro. This is Enka. And this has got, a little cottony blend in there. This is an entrelac knit. And then the bottom is the diamond eyelet matches. I just love the way the diamond eyelet matches the entrelac up top. Really pretty.
Patricia Espejo says, don't forget to model them, Paul. And knitting,
the socks.
Yeah.
I just got a mental image of that. That's just
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns. Those rainbow knee-high socks are classic design. You were digging deep on our website.
I really was.
Knitting measurements, foot circumference, 8 inches / 20.5 centimeters. Calf, circumference unstretched, 10 inches / 25.5 centimeters. Foot length, in parentheses, heel to toe, 9.5 inches / 24 centimeters.
I was digging back because it was so fun. All I did when I went into the patterns and I just put in Noro, and 37 pages of yarn of patterns came up. But the really cool thing is when you look at them, so many of them they're still popular today. Look at this magazine. This is definitely nostalgic Noro. I mean, just vintage.
Just for the record, the Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl leaves no pattern unturned.
Now look at this. I mean, what a great pattern. I would still knit that. That is really pretty. We're talking about tunics today. What a great tunic this is. This book, this is a Jenny Watson Designs, and these big sleeves are all over today's patterns. So great little patterns in this book.
Woot, 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 woot. Celebrity sighting. Celebrity sighting. Jody Long is in the house.
Hey, Jody.
Hashtag we love all things Jody Long. And Jody says, hey, everyone, I just made it. Yay.
You just made it. Jody, I meant to call you. I'm going to have to send you a message when the show is over. I meant to do that, and I totally forgot. So this magazine is fantastic. I love the patterns in there. And someone in our sharing bucket is going to win this magazine today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's that going to be, Nitty
I
Gritty?
usually talk about what they're going to get. But today, because we're doing this little Noro show, I'm going to do 2 drawings. One's going to be for a magazine or a book. And the other's going to be for a Noro yarn. So, yeah, we're going to have some really lucky winners today.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty, I just bookmarked the socks. I'll definitely put those on the needles. Carolyn Noller says, great book. And Anna Maria Milani, hi, everyone. Hey, it seems like I just saw Anna Maria Milani. She says, OMG, pick me, she says.
Yes, well, we're going to see who we pick.
Leslie Welsh Flaherty, ooh, that's a great prize.
Yeah, isn't it? I thought so too, because I would like to own that book. So we're gonna.
Well, why don't you not give it away and then you can own it?
I'm good. I love my fans. I love my fans.
Linda Newcomb shared, would love this magazine.
Well, your name will go in for the next drawing, but that's okay.
But you know what? Her name is in a lot because she shares a lot.
Oh yeah. Well, if you shared, your name is in there along with the shawl.
Exactly. We're not giving the shawl away.
Not giving the
just
shawl
for the
away.
record.
That's happened before. We had a ball of yarn fall in there, so I gave away that ball of yarn. So let's come back over here for a minute and look at this asymmetrical. This is called the Asymmetrical Pullover. And so this is knitted with Noro Ito, which again is an Aran weight. So colors are very vibrant in this one. We have a variety of colors from Noro Ito. This is separate. I just put that on there because I thought it was it shows, instead of putting jewelry on it, I put the cowl on it. So this is I love the way this is knitted. It's what you do with this is you knit 2 triangles. And then they're sewn together. 2 triangles or 4 triangles? I can't remember. Oh, the back is one big rectangle, and the front is 2 triangles. They are sewn together, and then you do a crochet slip stitch up the front. Really pretty, easy put together. Drop shoulder.
Easy peasy.
Yep, drop shoulder. Noro Ito, you could also, if you wanted to do some interchange here, Tayo would be a nice yarn, a good yarn to knit that with. Tayo is a cotton blend for those folks who do not like wool. Nice yarn that you could use. Another good wool for this would be Silk Garden. Silk Garden is an Aran weight as well.
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns, the Noro style book by Jenny Watson, is not available digitally.
No.
So that is a great prize.
Yes, that's it. Yes, you can't buy that book.
Lots of patterns for Silk Garden socks, and Curayan in it. Curayan in it.
Good
All
try,
right.
Paul.
Peggy Anderson shared.
Thank you, Peggy. Thank you. So we're going to pull a name out of our bucket in a little bit for that, and then we're going to have a ball of yarn. And I'm not sure which Noro yarn I'll give away yet, but that's going to be a surprise for the person who wins.
Oh, I have an idea.
You do?
I do.
What idea is that?
Why don't we throw in a little... Who knows where this came from?
Who knows where what came from?
Well, when are you going to do that thing soon? That sharing thing soon?
Yeah.
All right. Who can identify this character? Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a name out of the shearing hat.
And so what are they going to do? They're going to get a prize?
No, I just was
you?
Wondering if anybody would recognize
Are they going to get you?
No. I was just wondering if anybody would recognize that voice.
Oh. All right. I don't know where that was.
First up, Leslie Wells Flaherty, Bullwinkle, Anna Maria Milani, Bullwinkle, Patricia Espejo, Bullwinkle. Peggy Anderson, Bullwinkle. I guess we got a lot of Bullwinkle fans here. Wow, that's faster than I thought. Nancy Parks, Bullwinkle. Linda Newcomb, Bullwinkle. I love this.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
This is not your show, though. This is not your
God.
show.
Oh, Jody Long, must be before my time.
Okay, let's show them some other great Noro patterns.
I can't believe so many people picked that up right away.
Oh, and besides the patterns, we have lots of Noro books here.
Ooh.
We've got Noro Meet the Man by Cornelia Tuttle Hamilton.
Ooh,
Great
she's
designs.
been on your show.
Yes, Cornelia, and she will be on our show again. We've been chatting with her recently. So this is another of those great books with so many fabulous designs in them, and an interview with Noro. So pretty cool stuff in here. Oh, I love that one. Look at that, how pretty that is.
Looks like a version of the other. Peggy Anderson says, I think we're dating ourselves. And Nancy Park says, Paul does it better monthly. Winky face emoji. And Leslie Wells Flaherty, Bullwinkle the Moose, and Rocky the Flying Squirrel. Classic cartoons, 1960s, I think.
Yeah, well, probably, since that's when you were watching them as a little type. So on our magazine, on our website, you'll find several Noro books that are available. And they are hardcover books. Great as gifts, great gifts for yourself. If you know a knitter, this is who loves Noro yarn. This is a great gift. A Noro magazine, or now a Noro book, and some Noro yarn. Super, super. So another piece that was knitted from the summer magazine this year was the Citrus Shawl. And I'm showing this one. This is another one of those shawls that's really full. This was knitted with Sonata, Noro Sonata. Look at the size of that. And you're looking for something for a cool autumn night. You're going out for dinner. You need something to keep you a little extra warm, but you don't want wool yet. The Citrus Shawl is a great shawl to use. I would think that, and I would have to check to be sure, but Silk Garden Sock Solo is probably a great alternate yarn for something like this. So Silk Garden Sock Solo might also be a choice. But on our website, the Citrus Shawl is listed, and it's knitted with Sonata, Noro Sonata. And the Sonata yarns are up here.
Knitting Fever and Noro yarns. That is a pretty color combination.
Thank you. Yeah, we decided to do it different than the magazine so we could show people something, an alternate. But the Sonata yarns are so beautiful. And, you create your own color palette with this for this shawl. You can do the blues and greens. The blue on blue is gorgeous up here. I love this color. It's kind of a rose gold. Looks really pretty. What you can do that
with a nice fall color
with your black. Yeah. The black, the pink, anything. Just really great colors that work so beautifully together. You want something wintry that's going to look gorgeous in something like that.
Hello, gorgeous.
Yeah, there we have it. This is Sonata in the black and burgundy. So we have all the Sonata colors are on our website. Again, if you see a pattern you like, you don't see the colors you're looking for, give us a call. We're happy to help you out and choose what you're looking for. Tsubami. It's a great yarn. I love the texture of Tsubami. I'm going to go grab a skate for a moment while you show them. What you're looking at there is our
signature shawl.
This is our signature, our Twisted Stitches shawl. And this is knitted with one ball. These are called dragon balls. One ball of Tsubami. That is you have 600 meters. You have about 660 yards on here. It's a silk, wool, and polyamide blend. And I do love this shawl.
Wait a minute. Nancy Parks says 24/7? Kidding? What's that?
I don't know, 24/7.
I don't know.
I'm open 24/7.
Well, the internet is open
The
24/7, so we
internet's
are
open
open.
24/7. I don't know what
I'm not
24/7
sure what
means,
you're
but if
referring
you'd like to give us a little more information, we'll be happy to answer your question, Nancy. So
Lorraine
this,
Schiller, I'm working on that. Love it.
oh yeah, yeah. I love this. I love this pattern. What's fun about this is if you're newer to knitting and you want to practice your stitches, this is a great way to do it. Your cast on is about 250 stitches. And then you've got eyelet, you've got slip stitches, drop stitches, garter stitches. Everything is in here. And
but no twisted stitches.
No twisted stitches. No, we didn't do twisted stitches in here. It's just the twisted stitches shawl.
Nancy Park says, call anytime.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, okay, yes. You can call anytime. Like I said, if I'm awake, I'll take the call.
Hey, that's
Absolutely.
my line.
So, yeah, but you're awake a lot later than I am.
Well, true.
Right?
They got a better shot of getting me.
So for our Noro, for our new fans, the new folks watching us, what was I going to say? Oh, we have kits. We have kits on our website as well as yarn by itself. So you can buy the yarn by the ball or the hank, or you can buy the kit. Either way, if you see a yarn you like and you'd like us to help you put together a kit for it, we're more than happy to. If you see a kit and the yarn is not listed separately, call us and we'll help you to choose. We can always sell the yarn to you separately.
Nancy Parks, beautiful shawl. And Phyllis Smebby, our church is knitting prayer shawls. So I'm always looking for patterns and different yarn.
Uh-huh.
Well, Phyllis, you've come to the right place.
Well, a lot of times when prayer shawl ministries and places like that are knitting for things to give away, they'll use a yarn that is washable, acrylics that are easily, that can be worn by anyone. If you're doing something that's got wool in it or different fibers for prayer shawl ministries and giveaways, you be a little bit careful. But if you know that you can use yarns like this or if you want to do one for yourself and give it away, then that's great. And we're always happy to help you with the fiber content on something. Yes, Paul.
Patricia Espejo says, now I remember why I purchased that Noro yarn. Couldn't remember.
For the twisted stitches pattern, if you need the twisted stitches pattern, that is our pattern. And if you've purchased the yarn, we're more than happy to share that pattern with you. Under this, we have the Anchor T. It's ANKER. This is a design by Petite Knit. That doesn't mean that they only have petite sizes.
Patricia Espejo says yes.
Okay, then we'll take care of that for you, Patricia. Doesn't mean they have petite sizes. It just means that that's the name of their company, Petite Knit. I happen to think it's probably because their designs are so easy and so much fun to knit. This Anchor T has a broken rib top and a broken rib just before the bottom. It's a top down piece, very easy to do. And this is knitted with Noro Kumo, just kind of a sister yarn to Sonata. It's a cotton blend yarn. And I thought that was a pretty yarn for this piece. What I do find with some of the cotton yarns is that they're kind of drapey when you're knitting with them. So my suggestion would be to make sure that when you're looking at your size, consider that you're going to get some drape in it. Because one of the things that I found was if I knit, I usually err on the side of knitting the size up. And what I've learned, especially in a sweater, is that I really need to knit the size that I am. We're always afraid that it's going to be too tight. And I have learned, my experience has been, whether it's Noro or any yarn, that I can usually get the size that I want to knit with, as long as I'm knitting to gauge. As long as I'm knitting a gauge, then I'm going to be okay. Now, gauge is a funny thing. I've seen people gauge swatch so many different ways. And Jody, when we did the Valentina sweater knit along, everyone was just so nervous about getting their gauge right, because this sweater you just want it to fit properly. It's a beautiful sweater. And so Jody helped us with how to gauge swatch. And or how to knit a swatch, and it was very, very helpful. So when you're knitting your swatch, please be sure that that you're not just knitting that 4 inches or the number of stitches you're supposed to be knitting.
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns. Jody Long's My Little Sunshine is an easy care cotton blend that might be good for prayer shawls.
Thank you very much.
Along with a link to it.
That's perfect. I really appreciate that, because I could not think of the of a cotton or a cotton acrylic that we would have. That's perfect. Thank you. And then I wanted to share with you, what are we doing for time?
20 minutes.
Okay, we're good. We're good. This is not a Noro piece. This is our cozy cable pocket shawl that was knitted with Mirasol Fulu. And it's one of my favorite yarns. And I just wanted to, I thought it looked so pretty over this diamond tee.
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns put up a link to the Valentina jacket kits.
Oh, thank you. That was such a fun knit along. That is knitted, the Valentina is knitted with Chow. I'm going to grab these 2 colors. These are 2 new colors that just came in. I love the new colors, Jody. They're fabulous. So we've got 2 colors when you're knitting the Valentina sweater, and the striping it is just great. And it's got this little self fringe on it. Really, really pretty. But you'll find the Chow yarn on our website as well. And I'm going to bounce off of Noro for 1 minute, since we posted a Jody link. I just want to show you new leaflets that have come out with using Chow, and just great little baby to toddler patterns. And I don't have these patterns on the website yet, but the Chow yarns are on the website. So if there's something that you see here, these are, actually they go from 0 to 6 months to 10 to 11 years. So they've upped the size, the sizes on these. So let me just show you a couple of them. This is Bruno. Great little sweater with
nothing to age 60.
No, nothing for age 60. Let me show you some of these, because they're just the coolest things. That's Bruno. Then there's Carlo. Carlo is filled with cables. And I love shawl collars. I think that is the cutest thing ever. I'm going to pull out
a styling little tyke on the neighborhood.
Right? Look, here's a great color. So I'll pull out some of those colors while I show you the different patterns.
Carolyn Noller, love that pocket are knitted in this shawl.
Oh, that was such fun knitting that pocket shawl. I really enjoyed it. Here's a Bella, a pretty little blanket. Bella. Not the little girl's bow. We want to see the blanket, Paul.
I don't know. I'm showing the little Bella.
Bella is very Bella. And then another new is the Rocco Poncho and the little hat. How cute is that? Look at. I would love to have that poncho.
Right. Would look good on you.
With all those cables, it would probably take me too long to knit it. I would have to start the adult size when it was a baby. So that's the way my time goes. I don't know that I'd have enough time to get it done. But so those are some of the new Jody Long patterns that have been released as leaflets. If you saw something you like, please send me an email or a message on here, and I'll be more than happy to respond to it with some information.
Jody Long is back. He had lost the internet.
Well, you just missed us talking all about your new children's designs. But we did, even though you weren't here. So I was talking.
Hashtag replay.
Hashtag replay. That's right. He can replay it. So let me put this here for a moment. And this little cap sleeve top that is right here.
Underneath
Underneath that pretty pocket. So this cap sleeve top is knitted with Akari. And, uh-oh, I lost the size what I needed. And on this top, all sizes take, it's knitted for small, and then medium, large, large, extra large. And the all sizes take 2 balls of Akari. So if there are if there's a color that you like and you wanted to knit this, you can order 2 balls of it and put the cap sleeve top pattern in the notes, and I'd be happy to include that in your purchase. So when you purchase a kit from Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl, if the pattern is a free pattern, or if it's a Noro pattern, I give you the patterns for free. If it's a pattern that I have to purchase from Ravelry, then I've got to pass that cost along to you. But if it's a pattern that I can get for us, then I take care of the cost on that and send it off to you as part of the kit. So you get your yarn, you get your pattern, and you get a Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl tote bag, a project bag. And so that's with every kit you purchase. And if you purchase 2 kits in one order, you do get 2 project bags. The project bag comes with every kit. I told them about the retreat, didn't I? Yes, I mentioned the retreat to them already. Did I mention the retreat?
I'm not sure if you did. Maybe.
Retreat. Oh, yes, I did. Because we got 3 more people coming to the retreat.
Right,
correct.
But not specific dates and all that stuff
so
for the new folks.
So the retreat coming up, this is our 4th or so multi-day retreat at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. November 12th to the 14th, we're going to be at Water's Edge Resort and Spa in Westbrook, Connecticut. It's a lovely resort that overlooks Long Island Sound. Absolutely stunning. We are in a room that is the one entire wall of the room is windowed. You're looking right out the water the whole time. We have the grand ballroom, which holds 100 people. We are limiting the number of people to this event to 35 so that we can safely accommodate everyone in one room. We will have soft seating set up throughout the room if you'd like to gather in small groups on your own. And then all the dining tables are also in that same room, so that we'll be having we'll set the buffet up right outside the room, but we'll have our meals in that room, and all our activities will happen right there. Hopefully the weather will still be nice that during that time. Maybe we can get outside for some activities. The bus will be there. Yay. The bus is back in action. It's rolling around now. And it was kind of taken apart for the, all destocked. It was in dry dock for the during COVID. So the bus will be available. We'll have trunk shows while we're there, yarn tastings, games.
Leslie said, yes, I posted it and posted the link again.
Thank you.
Lorraine Schiller, can't wait with a thumbs up emoji.
Yes, we've got some great folks coming. They're flying in from all over the country, and they're driving in locally. We've got people training. It's just so much fun, and I'm so excited about how it's working out.
Rumor has it the Nitty Gritty Yarn Boy will be on hand.
Oh, lucky us. And so what was I going to say? So your registration includes all your meals, all your activities, and you have a choice of about 12 different kits that you can choose from, or you get a project kit as part of your registration. So you'll get the different choices that you can get. What we do with you then is we FaceTime, so you can choose your yarns for your project. We get your yarns put aside so that you're guaranteed of exactly what you want when you get there. And then if you want to upgrade, you can upgrade, but everything is included with the exception of your hotel, which is separately, and you do that right at the resort with the resort, and a cash bar, of course. So those are the 2 things that are not included. Everything else, every activity that we have is included. You get a little goodie bag, and like I said, we have a lot of fun. We also we do lots of peer learning there. We do not bring in instructors because I've learned that instructors are not what you all want. School is school, retreat is retreat. We keep them separate. We do classes at different times, but the retreat is all about you relaxing, making fun, having fun, making friends, and having a good time. So
is that you as an EWE?
No, it's not. But we may have a project you one day. That's cool. That's what the retreat is all about. And I hope you choose to join us. We are following all the protocols and the guidelines of the CDC. So when you come in, whatever the guidelines for the CDC are, is what we're doing. If they recommend face masks, even if you're vaccinated, we will recommend face masks even if you're vaccinated. If the venue has a requirement, we're following the requirement of the venue. So we're going to keep everybody as safe as the CDC tells us we can, and that's what we're doing. Last year we had some guidelines from the state of Connecticut. We went by those guidelines. So that's where we are as far as how the retreat is being run. I say that because people have asked that question, and I want you to feel as safe as possible. So
now, question of the hour is, who wants to win?
I'm gonna rustle these around a little bit. And excuse me while I go dig something up here. No.
We want to make sure everyone has an even or fair chance to win. Let me just mix that up just a little bit more. Okay, Nitty Gritty.
I found what I'm looking for. Okay, so the first person is going to win the Noro style book. The second person will win a ball of Okonoshimo, which is a silk, wool, angora, and mohair blend.
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarn says you need a bingo tumbler.
You know what? We're working on that. I was afraid it wouldn't be big enough. So right now we have this bucket that our friend Rod has lended us.
Not to be confused with the bucket shawl.
Whoa.
And the first winner is?
Roseanne Fleischauer. Roseanne Fleischauer.
Yay.
You just won a Noro style magazine.
Yay.
Yay, Roseanne.
Anna Maria Milani, my favorite yarn.
I know, Anna.
And the winner number 2 is?
Heather Campbell.
Heather Campbell.
Heather Campbell, you just won a ball of Okonoshimo.
Wow.
Well, congratulations to both of you.
A bunch of congrats coming through.
Yeah, you never know whose name's going to get pulled out of this bucket. We have such a fun time sharing the love here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl. So, as we got a couple minutes left, right?
Oh, yeah, we have 6 minutes and 15 seconds, but who's counting?
But who's counting?
Knitting Fever and Euro Yarns, Noro Magazine, issue 19 has a pair of socks using Okonoshima.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? Yes. And we do have Noro Magazine number 19 here in stock. If that's something that you are interested in, you can get to see all the different yarns that are the yarns and patterns. We also have little tasting kits that we put together for you, which includes the Noro Magazine, and it has 6 little mini skeins that we wind of different yarns that are used in the patterns in the magazine. So they're about 20 or 25 yards each. Each skein is not enough to make something, but it's a tasting skein. They're meant for you to knit swatches so that you could see what that yarn knits up like. And we're very, very popular this year. And we're still offering them. So if that's something you're interested in, the tasting kits are on our website. And I know what I wanted to show you. Another one of the patterns that I pulled off the website that I just think is really cool. And we carry Tayo, and I love it. It's also the yarn that we use in the Noro Topper. But this is really pretty, this tile block scarf.
Patricia Espejo, see you tomorrow night on Twisted Stitches.
Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, we have a great guest tomorrow night on Twisted Stitches. So this is the tiled block scarf, and this uses 4 balls of Tayo. And you'll find Tayo on our website. So if this is the type of pattern that you're interested in, we'll be happy to provide you with the pattern. So while we're here and we're talking about Tayo, I am going to take the lemon drop tea off this little lady. Oh, that was going to make a lot of noise if it hit the floor. And
she almost lost her head.
Her neck. This has been so popular this week, I thought I would put it on our mannequin again. This is called the Noro Topper. And this is knitted. This is on our website. It's knitted with Noro Tayo. It can be knitted with a wool. Like you can use Bachi for this. You can use Silk Garden for it. Any of those wools will work with it as well. So that's really pretty, knitted with Noro Tayo. And that one is on our website. That's called the Noro Topper. So tomorrow night on our show, thanks, Paul. Obviously, you're showing them the back of that. So yeah, let me just tell you a little bit about this. So this is knitted with mitered squares. So you're knitting, all these little squares are knitted separately and then assembled together. And then you have 2 larger squares for each side that are knitted separately. Everything is sewn together. And then you add on your collar at the end. And the collar can be worn up or down, whichever you prefer. Really pretty. I love it. I really love. This is one of those things that when I was knitting it, I wasn't sure. I kind of liked the pattern, like the idea of the pattern, but I wasn't sure. And then as I kept going along, it started to take shape, and I kept laying the blocks out and creating the design for myself. And let me turn
Linda Newcomb says, beautiful Noro Topper. Love the colors.
Yeah, this one's really pretty. I think I have the color that I knitted it with listed in the pattern, but you can choose anyone that you want, anyone you think would work best for you. Really a pretty pattern. Oh, so tomorrow night, that's what I started talking about before. Tomorrow night on our show, on Twisted Stitches, if you're new to us from Vogue Knitting Live, we're going to have Ursula O'Connor with us. She's going to be talking about some of her her featured Juniper Moon Farm fashions. So tune in tomorrow night. This happens every Monday night at 8 p.m. right here on Facebook Live. And we'll have some fun with Ursula O'Connor. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow, we will have Claudia Worsing will be coming in. So we've got, I think Ursula is in England. Claudia is in Germany. We got Jody Long coming up in November. Jody's in Turkey. So, don't you love the beauty of technology and the internet, that we can bring all these folks right into your home from all over the world. And we are so lucky here at Nitty Gritty Yarn Girl that we've got such great support in getting them to come and talk with you.
Well, apparently what Sarah Miller thinks is beautiful are your pop-ups, because she's asking, when's the next pop-up? Smiling face emoji.
Sarah, that's really funny. I was just thinking about that, and I was thinking, when was the last time I had a pop-up? So I'm going to have to think more about that and when we can do that for you. Are we getting close to time? Oh my goodness.
We have 10 seconds.
Okay. VK Live, free shipping, orders over $50 in the US. If you're outside the US, we will reimburse $10 of your shipping costs. Thank you so much. Be sure to like our page and share it with all your friends so your name goes in that sharing bucket. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Thanks for joining us and have a fabulous evening.